It was a cold winter's morning on the Tanfield Railway. The wind was bitter and the ground was hard with frost. The engines were cold and cross. The gust of wind swirled round the sheds, tossing flakes of snow towards Bethany and Julian. Then they swooshed round Kimberly and Christopher, too. It wasn't long until the storm had cleared away, and the engines could chop safely along the line without getting stuck in the snow. Kimberly went to clear the lines with her snowplow, whilst Julian followed behind. Bethany was taking a passenger train on the main line, and Christopher was taking a freight train to Hearst Station. He was thinking about scars that he would wear around his funnel. Unfortunately for the engines, Christopher had been grumbling about it. And everywhere Christopher went, lots of people had scars around their necks. He was very annoyed. At Hearst Station, all the passengers were waiting for Bethany to arrive. She hadn't been at the station to pick them up yet, due to the tracks being blocked by a snowdrift. Mr. Clinton was also there picking up his bags. He was taking important visitors on tours of the railway and was waiting for his trousers. Luckily, they were in a trunk amongst a big load of baggage. The porters were taking the baggage trolley across the line. They were walking backwards to see that nothing fell off. They didn't know Christopher was coming down the same line towards them. He was grumbling to himself and wasn't watching where he was going until it was too late. Boxes and bags burst everywhere. Sticky streams of jam trickled down Christopher's face. A top hat hung on his lamp iron. Worst of all, a pair of trousers coiled lovingly around his funnel. Everyone was very angry, and so was Mr. Clinton when he looked at his hat. Christopher was speechless at first, but he puffed sadly away. He overheard his driver talking to Mr. Clinton about wearing scarves, and he suggested Christopher would use his trousers to keep it warm. Christopher doesn't like scarves anymore. He knew the other engines were right about using warm things. That evening, Christopher was resting in the shed. His driver had taken away the trousers and given Christopher a good rub-down. And Christopher knew Deborah was right. And he went to sleep thinking about warm boilers rather than a scarf.